Hey guys. All right, so going to do a couple of things. Wait, let me see how my camera's positioned first. Let's talk about that. All right, I think you'll be able to see. I'm gonna pull from 4 different tarot decks. This first deck, and it'll be a couple of reads just to give you a warning. You can click off if you're not interested, but it'll be 3 different reads. Now with this deck is basically consequences. A consequence type deck. It's really good. And it just basically lets you know that, when things happen, what the consequences can be of success, working hard, not following through. I don't know, but I like this deck. I had to sit here all and read it. Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this is a normal card. The Ace of Cups in reverse is missed opportunities, blocked creativity, and emotional loss. I think this is more so of a missed opportunity. That's what this deck is kind of like. Not necessarily missed. It's not negative. It's very positive, but it's letting you know the consequences of certain actions or certain things, So we also have, and see, this is what another one. This is the Three of Wands energy. This is... With the Three of Wands, first of all, this is happiness, this is gratitude, but this is being patient. Three of Wands says be patient and trust that the actions you have taken will produce results. Now, in this deck, there are clowns. There are, not clown, what are they called? Like clowns, jokers, and gnomes. The little gnome type things or something. But this is Eight of Wands energy. Now, this is, this person planting this fruits, right? But look at the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups being in reverse, again, is missed opportunities, blocked creativity, and emotional loss. To me, this could be like he's planting a seed, right? This person is planting a seed. Look at the big house back here. He's planting a seed. There's nothing there, but you don't know how it would take if you use the Eight of Wands energy, right? This is movement. This is, normally it would be communication, movement, but this is actually seeing, and communicating. You see in movement or growth when it comes to what this person has planted. But look at the people here. They're relaxed. Once they see that, the crops are there from this clown, the magician is here. And this is somebody who turns around and can manifest and who could be like a lover boy type energy. Does that make sense? They could be in that lover boy type energy when it comes to how things shouldn't be or whatever. Sorry. Getting text messages. But anyway, the way things should or shouldn't be. I'm turning my ringer off so you guys can hear me. But the magician, this person is used to, manifesting things. Not necessarily the Three of Wands. See, a lot of people come to into a situation where they don't have to see the beginning stages. Does that make sense? They don't see the beginning stages. They only see what the growth is. That's just kind of how I see with TikTok and all these Instagram type energies, right? They don't see what it took and like started from the bottom. Now we're here. They don't see that. But now they have this TikTok going around where it's like started from the bottom and we're here. So you're showing where you were at based upon how you've grown. And so this is just showing this person or this clown after the fact of planting the seed and people thinking you're a clown. You're a clown. You can't make no orange trees. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically people are shutting down what it is and your beliefs, what you believe. Does that make sense? People are shutting it down. People only want to deal with you once they see it. So they'll only be hired at your company once or believe in you once they see the oranges grow to trees, after the fact. But in that beginning, when you have that first, when you have that first light bulb moment that you want to do something, everybody, you're by yourself. And here it is, people are using your success to and becoming lazy because they didn't have to go through this process, right? And then when it comes to this person is, everybody's gawking over this magician because he manifested a career spinning music. Does that make sense? They manifested a career and now people only see the successful part And he's like, yeah, yeah, you know, they only see the people cheering for you. They don't see where you were when you were getting told no. Does that make sense? Or when people were laughing at your success. Does that make sense? And then with the Ace of Cups energy being reversed again, that's missed opportunities, block creativity, and emotional loss. You know, you were emotional about nobody believing in you. But again, when you get to that TikTok stage where everybody is like, tell me where you started at, they're going to be like, no, it wasn't just that. You bought that house with all those acres, you know, and, you know, you turn around, look, now you have a butler. Nah, you couldn't have started there. And it's like, no, I documented this. You know, I documented how far I've come. This can this could be any type of heartbreak or any type of, you know, endeavor, or even with the job. You could have started at the bottom of the pay grade, you know, like, you know, for instance, let's see, who can we say? I don't know, just somebody you know, or even you starting as a secretary and turning around and becoming a CEO. Or I have a lot of people in mind, like 50 Cent. Let's just say he's the Cancer. Of course, you know, they pop into my head because I just watched Power. But, you know, he started off, you know, and he's showing his stories now. Does that make sense? Yeah. He's showing his stories and how far he's become, and all his ideas are, he's been sitting on them, you know, because people didn't believe in him until he came up with Power or whatever stories that he was in. He had to become, you know, he was that rapper that was like always controversial, you know, and got shot. And that's all when they said his name, 50 Cent's the one who got shot 9 times or whatever it was. But anyway, I'll wait till the last minute to pull this over. But here's the 5 of Cups being in reverse. So here it is. The Ace of Cups, this same person, you know, is probably able to hold this 1 cup. Does that make sense? But this is the missed opportunity. So the cup falls with the 5 of Cups energy in reverse, right? Acceptance, finding peace in separations. People will always separate from you if they don't see the end goal of what it is that you're trying to achieve. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And so I'm glad that I had to go through, this is my first time, I'm really truthfully telling you, of reading a tarot book, you know, besides me doing it online, or when I'm recording in the process of recording the videos, I'll go back to it. So there are lots of tower moments, you know, you could build, you know, I always have this thing, that same, you know, I heard it before, that same brick you threw at me was the one that made me stronger, you know. And so this is just people downing you, you know. Tower moments have to come, and it's like, oops, but I tried to build this foundation, but it was missing, playing Jenga, right? It was missing some pieces of the foundation, and that was probably the support. This person was probably supporting you, and this person was waiting for, you know, just wanted to be in your house, you know. Same thing. Nobody believed in you when you were planting that seed, you know, when you said these ideas, nobody believed in you. And now here it is, the Tower is here. You know, the Tower says, sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser, you know. And so that is where you are. Sorry about that. So it's just like, you know, everybody has their own way of supporting a person, and sometimes it's really not support. So you can manifest everything, and people always want to see this end goal, you know, and then they relax once they get to it. It's like, oh, it's okay, you know, whatchamacallit played football this whole time, and they in the NFL, but they don't really know what it took to get to that point. Does that make sense? They don't know. I finally washed my hair. Look at you guys. Hold on. It does really good. Hold on, look. I'm just telling you guys. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, I'm talking about me. I don't care. Y'all don't have to listen. I ordered me another one of these things here on Amazon. Now, I don't get paid off of this. I'm just telling you, go on there and get one of these, because let me tell you, me and this hair of mine's, look, hold on, wait. This is just with a blow dryer and this thing. Does that make sense? Look, it's just like, can you see? Look at my scalp. Just one, you just brush it through. Okay, anyway, sorry. But I'm supporting somebody, and I don't know, I'm not getting paid off it. I'm just letting you know. But this is what, you know, even with the curling iron company or whoever this is, everybody's like, ain't no curling iron gonna get this hair straight with like, and it look like a brush. But I'm like, baby, yes, it has. Look at that. one swipe of it. And then know what I did? I did kind of curl my ends of my hair. But anyway, so, you know, everybody always wants to get to this point to where, oh, okay, such and such got it, you know, or such and such can do it because we always see her at the store, or we always see her, you know, celebrating. But you don't know what it took to get to this point. Look at his face here. Look at his face. Like, okay, so the person in this house didn't believe in me. Look, it's the same house. That's why I say it's the error, it's the trials. The person in this house didn't believe in me. But I said I was this clown. I looked at like a clown to them and let them know that, you know what, I can do this. You got all this land. I can do this. I can build it. And they're like, yeah, well, it's just sitting there anyway. Do what you can, you know. Who would have thought people would have been listening to you, you know, and you would have been successful, right? Does that make sense? So the cup is here. Missed opportunities. This is the opportunity that's here, being the 5 of Cups in reverse. Again, you know, this is separation from people who did not support you. That owner of that house supported you only because they wouldn't have even seen if you messed up or not. Well, you use your money, you do this, and then, you know, if it all is successful, then I'll see a piece or a percentage of it because of whatever. So this is the people who you hire to work for you. But when you're not there, you know, you never know how it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I made that story of like the football player, and everybody is like, yeah, but you know how many people make it to the NFL? Or you know how many rappers make it out, when I talked about 50 cents? Or you know how many people, and you want to do what? Movies? You want to be an actor? You want to be this? You get what I'm saying? And so then the sun, this is growth. This is growth. This is material growth. You know, this is you know, happiness, material happiness. So this is you as a child saying, I want all of these shiny things. I want to build this castle like this, and I want it to be this way. And everybody's looking at you like, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, right. You know, I'm going to start changing the view of my camera because this is driving me crazy. They're like, yeah, right. You want this you want this castle, right? You want this castle. Yeah, here's what it's going to look like. But inside of there, the foundation isn't strong, right? Because you have people that's taken from you and never really supporting you. But this is judgment. Now, in this card, it's a little like the angel of in the gates. You know, here is the gate of this way, and here, you know, of hell, and this is heaven. And these are the people waiting because they're looking at everything like, and if you were to get to this stage years down the line, I'm not wishing anything or saying anything. Here come my grandbaby. Hold on. Hey, pretty. Come here. All right, hold on, you guys. Sorry. What I was just basically saying is like, I feel like this is when you manifest. You know, I feel like this is when you manifest. Don't lock her out. I feel like this is when you manifest. I hate when my son does that. Hold on. He wants to lock my door because I'm recording, but I don't feel like nobody should be locked out. Especially not my grandbaby. None of my kids either, but I don't like for the door to be unlocked. Sorry. It might be, you know, it could be annoying for you to hear it, but if you don't like it, click off. But I never will lock the door on any one of my family members. That's just how I feel. And saying that, right? That's where the judgment is. And this is how your manifestation, this is how you are able to get all the blessings that you've had. Because at the end of the day, not the end of the day, but when all is said and done, you know that you live right by everyone and everything, no matter how many tower moments you had or how many missed opportunities you've had, you know, because you live right by, you done right by everybody. That's what I mean by that. Like, it's not that I'm saying, oh, this is where you are. No, you know that at the end of the day, all the hard work will not go unnoticed. And all the stuff that you've learned, Page of Pentacles, never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. When you get to a point to where you're dormant, meaning that you have the Elon Musk, how he basically wanted to create this and to create that and to create this. And Elon Musk, everybody laughed at him, but he saw something different. Regardless on whatever the situation is, people still are laughing at him. You want to do what? You want to do that. And Bronson, Bronson wanted to go to whatever, the outer space or whatever. But when you have these ideas, if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never manifest these with the Magician. Does that make sense? The card that's right here is unfuckwittable. You got to be that. Now, I'm not going to take this, but that's who you have to be. You have to be unfuckwittable, that's call bullshit on your bullshit. If you feel like you're starting to fit in to that crowd of the naysayers of saying, nah, you know what, he right, maybe I can't do that, then you're going to let somebody in what's going to cause your happiness. However, if you don't ever stop learning based upon what it is that you want, then you know what, you'll be successful. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Now, not only have you created opportunity for yourself, everybody knows it. And you become TikTok famous. Does that make sense? You become TikTok famous. And now everybody wants to, it's like do you remember him? He's the one who, he's the one who, avoided all the girls and, worked hard on himself. Oh, sorry, that goes here. Worked hard on himself. And now everybody knows that, and he has the pentacles, and he can get front door service. He or she can get front door service, but it takes time. Pentacles equal to a year. And I tell you, the way that the pentacles are is from the ace, and then we get to the page, and then we're at the knight, because the Knight of Pentacles is like, and this same DJ is back there. You see that DJ back there? He's at the Who's party. Same DJ, the same Magician DJ, right? He's at the Who's party, And so that is where you are. Okay, so, so this same Magician is here who, you guys probably went to school together. Who knows? But this same person is like, now you guys manifested different activities or careers, and you guys are both on top because you never stop learning. You never stop learning. Again, if you think you know everything and you really know nothing at all. You didn't stay in one zone. You kept going. You kept going despite the naysayers, because you knew that at the end of the day, you're not going to stop giving to people. You're going to keep that dream, that childhood dream together of whatever it is that you were fantasizing about it as a child. That same creative, adventurous type energy, and you're going to keep going. And then we'll turn this card over finally. This card is, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords energy is, a quick, sharp mind is one of your greatest assets. Always be alert, crystal clear, and focus on your perceptions. However, I'm going to read this one because I don't remember. These little gnomes are horrible when it comes to these situations. They're always sabotaging this situation. They're always sabotaging people's situation in this card deck. So I'm going to read that. Hold on. The Page of Swords. Here it is. Sorry. The Page of Swords energy says, the trapped clown dwarf has suddenly changed into a big person. Oh, because he was a dwarf. So now he doesn't fit in. He's changed. He's growing. He doesn't fit in with the little dwarfs anymore. Because he's grown so much, now they're about to sabotage him. If you see this is equivalent on this, what is this thing called? A dartboard. This is equivalent to the clock, we all have the same 24 hours. That's what I read in regards to this. It says, because of this, the clothes he is wearing were all ripped, and his face looked bewildered. It says other dwarfs who saw the whole situation are also dumbfounded. This represents people who are not acknowledged for their skills due to their young age and not being able to adapt to their new circumstances. Furthermore, he's the type to make a big deal of something and resolve it very late. However, when he tries to control the situation, it's beyond his ability, and he will have to focus on controlling his power. We can look forward to the future as he grows his power. So it says, if this is in regards to money, it's difficult to prosper greatly as you have a narrow mindset. So remember, never stop learning, because if you think you know everything. Oh, and what I was saying before, my son had called, the ace, those are levels. You know, when I say it's levels to this, like Meek Mill, Ace of Pentacles is happiness. This is new beginnings. Two of Pentacles is juggling your priorities, but doing it with ease. Three of Pentacles, and Pentacles are equivalent to years. So the third year, Three of Pentacles, is completion, finding that team to see the good results, right? To see the good results, right? Four of Pentacles is you securing and limiting how you do things, you know? Five of Pentacles is the fear of losing this whole endeavor that you are starting to go through. So let me show you, because I did see this at the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to finish with this card here. Hold on. Let's show you what's at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Wands is here. Wait. This was at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. And so is the Nine of Wands here. Now this is, look at this. You or the boss that helped you get to this point, right? It's fussing because now these people are taking their time because they see that the oranges are here. The fruits of your labor is here. But this person knows this could be one of the ones that went along with you. Or this could be, you know, I don't think this is not the owner of the house based upon me reading the book. This could be the person who helped you get to this point because you felt like a fool. You needed a team. But in hiring this team, right? Look at them slacking off. We all know that once you get to this point where people start to see the TikTok fame, if you don't keep mastering your craft or understanding what it took for you to get here, right? Then it'll all fall apart. And so again, that is where this card is at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands, you know, because, you know, this is recognizing what you work for, but also having people put in place, or you putting yourself in place to realize what it took to get to this point, and every year after, right? Does that make sense? And so that's at the bottom of the deck. This was the card that we turned over. And then the World is here. Now you've made it. Now you've made it. And you're looking down in your private jet with your food, your wine glass, and everything. But you're realizing what it took for you to get to this point. You never stop learning. But the Nine of Pentacles can also say, it could be success, it could be great love, and it could be rewards. But it also could be deception. Look at this. Now, this is not the same clown as this one. The leap that you took, you know, but look what he's doing. Because if you feel like there's great rewards and success, there is always somebody watching you. Remember I say the people that's sitting here and it's like, oh, well, we got it this far. Look at him. Look at all his success. But you knew what it took for you to get to that point. I don't know. It was somebody that needed to hear this. That's why I use this card deck, because look, this person looks as if they robbed a bank. This is face paint. This is a mask with the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is, you know, finding ways to be successful the wrong way. Because guess what? They didn't want to be patient and take the time that it took for you to get here. You know, could be, again, Pentacles are a year. This is 9 years of you working hard. You know, they didn't want this, so they're taken. So my son's father used to always say, if somebody ever stole from me, they would never have it. It would never last as long because they didn't work for it. They don't know what it means to have to sacrifice. You know, they don't know what it means to have to, you know, save. I wanted to say the Four of Pentacles is here. you know, I don't know. I thought I saw the Four of Pentacles, but, oh, I did. That's this card right here. This is a Nine of Pentacles, sorry. They don't know what it took for them to get to this point. They don't know the journey that it took to get to this point. So when this man is here, this older man hired these younger kids or people because he knew what it took. He probably came in to help you have that confidence in yourself when you planted those seeds. Does that make sense? And so this person comes in and is not just knowing the struggle, know what it took for you to get to this point, to be recognized, right? To be recognized, to know that you've made it, you know, for the doors to be open, for the jets to be there, you know. They know that this is not the end all be all because the oranges are halfway done. The oranges still have to reach their location. There are still levels to this. So that's where it comes to finding holes in the foundation and having to let go of things that no longer serve you. This person had a lot of late night, early mornings when it came to whatever. And he could have ran into this magician type energy dude here, right? And that's why he's watching him, because he's like, oh, I remember, he or she, don't get me wrong, I remember when we were both in college, and, you know, now you've grown, you don't fit in with the people that you've grown apart from. So you have to end things with the Tower moment. Does that make sense? Yellow hearts in the comments, if it makes sense. And so, again, you always hear that thing where it says, it gets lonely at the top. Yeah, it does. Because you got to find the people that you could trust. The people that's not wearing masks. You know, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. The people that's not wearing masks. You have to find those type of people. You know, the ones that put the gaps in the foundation. Never stop learning. You know, Eight of Swords energy. The Eight of Swords is overthinking, you know, feeling trapped. You know, look at this. So now that this person is growing, people are throwing darts at you. Eight of Swords. I say Eight of Pentacles. I think I said Eight of Pentacles. I don't know. Eight of Swords. And again, you look like the fool. You look like the fool. Look at him. He's hurrying up, and he has to make it to an appointment. One of his shoes are off. You know, he probably, at this point of the beginning, couldn't afford the same two shoes because this took all his money. Like I said, the person that owns his house said, you can use one of these acres. And if you have to buy all your own stuff. But in order for you to be successful, you got to find a team, right? And this is a person who's a part of a good team right here. Somebody with knowledge. You got to find this team. So this person took his backpack, his dog, you know, his flip-flop, and his beat-up tennis shoe, and his ripped-up pants, which is a style now, and his full hat, because this is a full energy, and went on, and now this person is being recognized because of TikTok made him successful, or because he made the right connections. You know, he made the right connections. So now, this is how he was. You know, he didn't give up. He or she didn't give up on their dreams. They took a leap and became a fool or a clown to most, right? And then when he started growing out of the people that were around him, who didn't believe in him, when he started realizing and separating himself, then they start throwing darts at him again because he grew and he doesn't fit the same you know, the same energy. They don't have the same energy anymore because he's about expansion and they're about staying in the same spot. You know? And so that is where I see this situation, you know, and the Six of Cups is, again, nostalgia, romance, love. This could be the meeting of the minds because look at the cups now. This person is waiting. This same engagement or same, you know, situation, this person is waiting for maybe this other guy to come. Maybe this romantic person to come. Or this young one, whoever he is, you know. Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who it's not just nurturing everyone else. They're nurturing themselves in this same token. You know, she's getting off the plane. Remember, she's mated. She's getting off the plane. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego, remember that if you're a particular age. She had to everybody had to find her. She was a detective. She figured out the things that she wanted to do, even though she didn't stay in the same lane as everyone else. World. All of the elements are here, right? So that's just what I'm saying. And here's another picture of a young boy who just got out of college. So this could be, you know, all of the people here that has made it and never stopped learning. And so in turn, they made it. Okay, well, I feel like this is drawn out. You know, I feel like it's drawn out, you know, and that's where I'm at. So I'll go ahead and pull from the Spiritual AF deck. I'll go ahead and pull from here one card only to get a message. You know, it said unfuckwittable. No, I'm not taking those because that's more than one card. Okay, I'll take this one right there. Vibrate so high that toxic people fall back. So yeah, it says vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. And that is where this you or the person, whoever energy this is, had to do in order to become successful. Now, let's see how we're going to make this into a boundaries type of energy. When you are trying to do something. My son is driving my car today, and when I tell you, he just pulled up and my music is very loud, and me and him have the same style car, SUV, and my music sounds better. Anyway, yeah, there you have it. His car has a code. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the boundaries that you have to set when you're trying to do and accomplish a goal. Does that make sense? You're trying to do and accomplish a goal. These are the boundaries that has to be set. No matter what the situation is, you're going to grow apart from people. Does that make sense? You will have to focus and do the things for yourself and go after your dreams. Don't let anybody stop you. So that's just kind of that's the message that I'm trying to give you out of this read, I guess, or is trying to come out of this read, because of the fact that if you don't, yeah, fuck what they say. That was, okay, so these turned over, and I'm just going to say, fuck what they say. And the wound is the place where the light enters you. So I don't know, you know, when it comes to heartbreak, or when it comes to people trying to shut you down because you're different and you're doing things, but you know where you've come and how you've grown. You never stopped learning. You didn't care what anybody thought and how people thought about you. And that goes with love, and that goes with friendships, and that goes with work. You outgrow situations. And when you do, people look at you crazy. So again, vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. So look, when people are approaching you that don't know you and see your success, you know that those same people that you grew up with didn't have those same ideas that you had. And so the ones that didn't have that, and they say, I remember we played in the sandbox. But now you've grown up, you bigger than me, you think you better than me. And that's not the case. You just worked a little bit harder, and you built that. You had to rebuild the foundation several different times because there were gaps in the foundation. And that comes with, you know, your cup spilling over and having all the missed opportunities, but steady going after the things that you need to. You know, this is finding peace in a situation with the Five of Cups in reverse. This is separation, separating from people. This is accepting that you have to separate from these people, you know, because of the fact that you guys are on different pages. They saw sand, you saw big buildings, you know. You saw growth, and you saw jet rides and, you know, different things like that. And all they saw was spending money on food. They saw you like, why aren't you wearing that designer outfit? Or why aren't you wearing the designer clothes like us? And You know, they're like trying to sabotage, not necessarily sabotage, Eight of Swords energy. They made you overthink and feel trapped and, you know, criticize yourself because, again, you weren't there. They also saw opportunities to be able to take from you, which means not just financial taking things from you. It meant, hold on. I'm nosy, and so when I go, my son's pulling up, like I said. You know, they saw different things when it came to you. They saw how, where did this kid go? They saw how you did things, and then, you know, they found ways to take your energy away, you know, to get you off course, to say, you know what? Oh, well, you just got paid. Let's go. Where's it at? Let's go buy a new outfit. And you're like, no, I'm going to spend my money on a plane ticket because I need to go meet these people here. You know, they found ways to kind of, in so many words, you know, get you off track. And also eat off of you. I don't know. So that's just kind of how I see it. But you steady kept working. So it says, you know how you can tell you're on some hardcore personal growth? Your perspective gets bigger and your inner circle gets smaller. It may be that people who want to gossip quit texting you when you stop talking shit. It says, if you're busy manifesting your dreams, keep your side of the street clean and working on those old gnarly wounds that people want to avoid in themselves. You see what I'm saying? Some people are bound to disappear. Be kind to yourself and to others as you outgrow people and places. So again, I'm not making this up. You see what I'm saying? That was the moral to the story. Yeah, it started off, it's just letting you know that if you're going after any type of adventure, you have to separate yourself from the people that aren't willing to grow. Does that make sense? That aren't willing to grow. You know, and again, this is when the doors start opening. Because once you start to grow, this is growth here. Once you start to grow out of that dwarf that you were, is this a dwarf? What is it called? A gnome? I think it's a gnome. It said dwarf. But once you start to grow out of this gnome, you get bigger. And you start being recognized everywhere you go. You know, you start being recognized everywhere you go. And then you start surrounding yourself. So once you get bigger, you're going to realize that there's going to be tower moments. I'm just setting this up like this. You're going to realize that there are going to be tower moments, right? This is your idea, right? This is the missed opportunities. Let's just set this up right. This is your idea. But first, you feel like a fool, right? So this is the idea. This is the missed opportunities because you felt like a fool. You didn't want to do it. But then you said, well, I'm going to go ahead and be a clown because these are the dreams that I had when it came to... Why didn't you park my car in the window? Sorry, these are... Oh, I didn't see it. I just seen yours. These are the dreams that you had when it came to you going after your goals, right? So, once you started to go after them, they started to... Five of Cups in reverse. You know, people started to separate. You had to find peace in knowing that this wasn't going to happen overnight. You had to find the people that were willing to accept you. You know? But this is the energy at the end of the day. You know that you didn't just cut people off for no reason. Does that make sense? You didn't just cut people off for no reason. They didn't see what your opportunities were. And then you found the ones that started to come around but slacked off when you started to make it, you know? And so those are the ones who you had to cut off. Does that make sense? So then it says again, vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. Does that make sense? So that is where this energy is at. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a different tarot because now you're vibrating. You know, you're going after the things. I don't know how long it took for you to get to this point. But the toxic people are actually calling you toxic. And you're like, I remember they said it gets lonely at the top if you just go after the things that you want. New deck, all right? New deck coming right now. So that is how you had to separate from these people. Now we're going to go to the situation deck. Now we're going to go to the situation deck and see when you started vibrating, or before you started vibrating, the type of people that were around, you know, or what you had to deal with. All right. So this card came out and several cards came over. Yeah. You had to deal with drastic measures, extreme, harsh, and cutting off people when you were going after your goals. I'll take these, although I don't want to. Bottom of the deck is hamster wheel. Surviving. You had to survive. Remember I said he was in the airport with a flip-flop and a shoe on? It was a flip-flop and a shoe. So you had to survive. You had to survive. You had to clear your space. Removing negativity. Remember I said that, right? You had to survive. Roller coaster. It was up and down. Up and down energies, you know, but you still had to vibrate high because you didn't know about this falling back yet. Ascension. You had to have a spiritual awakening in order to get through here. You had to have a spiritual awakening and cleanse your space in order to get to this point. It was causing you anxiety. You know, that's why the Five of Cups in reverse was there. Acceptance, finding peace. Going up and down, the adrenaline rush. 1 minute it'll help and then the next minute it'll fall down. You had to cut people off. You had to vibrate so high that toxic people started to fall back. It was a hamster wheel. You had to negotiate, bargaining and begging. That's how you found the land that you were trying to build on, or trying to create the orange trees or whatever, by you bargaining. And sometimes begging, depending on how, you know, whatever it was that you were going after. Does that make sense? That's what you had to do in order to get there. Let's pull from the Kipper deck to see the other energies. All right, change. Yeah, the change came. When you got desperate or went through despair, lovers, doing what makes your heart happy. This could be a love relationship. So we could be talking about business, or we could be talking about a relationship. You know, so the lovers is here, doing what makes your heart happy. Or this could be love, like I said, but it was an up and down battle. 1 minute you got money, or 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're not. That's where the roller coaster, the drastic measures, you had to clear your space. You know, meditate, remove the negativity. You know, you had to do that in order for you to get through this. Now, ouch, I just hit my hand. Now I'm going to pull from this deck. I don't know what it's called. I would pull from my Old Faithful, but I'm going to use my Old Faithful to clarify this tarot deck. So the drastic measures came when it came to extreme cutting off. King of Wands energy. Listen, a true leader leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. You tried. You tried to get the people to come along with you because you knew that it was scary. It was something, you know, that you were anxious about. That's why it took you so long to do it. Leader, entrepreneur, and honor. You had to honor yourself. And if you didn't back then, you're doing it now. And you're leading by example now because you realize that you had to change your circumstances. Cleansing, meditation, clearing, removing negativity. Yeah. Removing the negativity comes with the Two of Swords. Your decisions, you had to trust in them. Trust that you had to go after the things that you wanted because these people wouldn't go after them. They'll talk you out of them. Avoiding, being at a stalemate. You had to cleanse your space and also be in the Empress energy. Still nurturing and being graceful, you know. Still nurturing a situation, certain situations when it came for your growth. You know, this is, you know, seeing the beauty in everything. Excuse me. You had to see the beauty in everything. The roller coaster comes, you know. The adrenaline is here. You know, you're at your highest point and then it goes down. You know, it goes down because then there's like the tower. Remember I said there were holes in your foundation, okay? King of Swords energy. I'm not taking these cards. But the King of Swords turned over. The King of Swords is having the intellectual mind to be able to make decisions when faced with a difficult situation. Be impartial and carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. The King of Swords energy. This roller coaster, you had to understand that there will always be difficult situations. You have to carefully evaluate your options. It's going to be up and down. But remember, if you keep being around the people that's sabotaging you, some people will fall back. That's where it is. Fall back. Vibrate so high because they know that people will fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. You know, ascension, spiritual awakening, spiritual path. You had to go down a path by yourself. Sometimes you had to walk in that, because the self-destructive patterns of you sabotaging yourself as well as the people around you. Remember when I said they would be telling you, no, take the money that I see you got some money. Come on, let's go to the mall. And you're like, no, I know I got a flip-flop and a regular shoe on, but I'm going to take this money and catch a plane. They just want to celebrate. Or remember, the guy was sitting at the table and he had his mask lifted up as if he stole something. And, the pinnacle on the side of the table while the other guy's looking at the other ones. It's so easy for fast money or for fast things. Self-destructive patterns, Eat the apple, And so that's where the anxiety set in. Like, okay, these people have all these different things, but I know what it took for me to get here. It's a hamster wheel. You keep feeling like there's being money thrown in front of you, but it's also at a distance. Or people achieving certain things, but it's Instagram famous. It's not really that foundation. So remember, if you listen to them, you keep creating that Jenga thing to where you pull the wrong piece of whatever puzzle out, and the foundation falls down again. The anxiety comes. Look at this. With the Four of Cups energy. Missed opportunities again. Remember, this came out before, but it was the Five of Cups in reverse. I think it was the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think it was missed opportunities. No. It was Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands. No, Ace of Cups in reverse. Missed opportunities, Four Cups energy is, reaching a plateau, being bored and feeling disconnected. That's where your anxiety was coming in, because you were like, if I take this leap, I'm going to have to walk away from these people, and it's going to cause me sadness. I'm going to have to change the people that I'm around. And then I'm going to start negotiating for my own self. I don't think I'm going to take these because I didn't take the other ones. But the Seven of Cups lets you know that you have options. You have options. Wishful thinking. You have choices. You're negotiating things because you have something to offer. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. Needless drama. Quarreling. Five of Wands energy. This is you knowing that you have the strength to be able to get through this. But there's competition and there's conflict when you start to change. So the hamster wheel, the up and down, the back and forth. I'll take these because I'm just sitting here. The Four of Wands is here. The Seven of Cups comes with the Four of Wands. You want stability. You want stability. You want to celebrate. You want some type of happiness, harmony. But the negotiation comes with you negotiating about your future. Page of Cups energy, love news. So this could be in regards to love, like I said. But you could be a hopeless romantic, and this could be what's throwing you off, and keep creating those tower moments in that 360-degree wheel with the hamster wheel. Eight of Swords is letting you know that there's confusion here. This is you overthinking and feeling trapped, that you are obligated to be there. And then therefore it causes you despair. The hamster wheel comes because you're surviving. You're not maintaining until you get to that point to where you stop letting people dictate. You have to vibrate high against toxic people because they'll fall back. Like it says, they no longer know how to approach you when you start changing up for the better. When you stop surviving and hustling daily, and hustle not necessarily for the future, but have a future plan. and start going after the things that you want. Let's pull from the archetype deck. Ooh, the card flew in my lap. Hold on. Let me see what it is. Romantic, yeah. The romantic card flew in my lap along with the lovers. This could be a love relationship. This could be you growing from these relationships and working on yourself. Or this could be a business. I put this about business. I didn't say about love this time. You know, I didn't say about love this time. Let's put this on the King of Wands and see what energy comes out with this King of Wands. Air energy. You could be dealing with the air sign. This king, this leader, or you could be leading because you're dealing with an air sign, shall I say, because I put this with your energy, right? It's hot in here. The Empress, okay, comes out with beauty. The Empress comes out with beauty. This could be you. But remember, it's the Two of Swords, trusting, clearing your space, knowing that you are Empress and you're seeing the beauty in every situation. Look what came out in reverse. A Gemini and a player. I'm done. So beauty is you. A Gemini and a player came out. So that lets you know that you have to trust in you. You know, you're clearing your space. You know that you're empress, and you can nurture a situation. Air energy, Gemini and a player, and the beauty, right? Comes out. Let's clarify this King of Swords, which is air energy again. The adrenaline, the roller coaster. Oh, shoot. A goddess. Could be third party. You could be the goddess. You know, the King of Swords could think you're a goddess. Different. And they know that. Does that make sense? The devil energy. Yeah. Wounded. Traveler. So this person, their self-destructive patterns, they're wounded. But you seek a spiritual awakening. And so have they, maybe. This is bondage with the devil energy. They're wounded and they could be a traveler. They could think that they could be traveling again or towards you because they realize that you're a goddess and that they're wounded. So they could be traveling towards you. The Four of Cups, missed opportunities. Missed opportunities. You know, it's like when you're building, you just, you know, and like I say, if this is not you, with that first read of you building a maiden, the Four of Cups is a missed opportunity. They realize that the missed opportunity came from a maiden, you know, and so at that beginning read that I did, it could be you had to, whether you were in your pinnacles at this point right now, or you're getting to you working on yourself, or you did it in the past, and this is what's stopping you. Does that make sense? You could have been dealing with an air sign, a player air sign, but they're realizing that you're a goddess with air energy, with the King of Swords under there. They could be wounded because you had to cut them off in order to change how you did things. You started to vibrate high that everybody started to fall back, you know, including your romantic lovers. Air energy again, you know, Five of Wands, quarrel, because you guys had so much conflict because, again, this person didn't see your worth until you changed up on them. Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, Page of Cups comes out with the Pisces in reverse. The Pisces in reverse now, you know, is water energy, you know, but let's just say that, sorry, the Pisces is the High Priestess energy, right? Pisces is High Priestess. So with the High Priestess energy in reverse, right? This is, you know, feeling like there are secrets or a hidden agenda. That's where the stalemate comes in at with the Page of Cups energy, stability. They realize that you're stable, more stable than they thought. Wishful thinking. They realize that you have more options than they thought. Powerlessness. The High Priestess in reverse. They feel like it'll be more harm if they don't come towards you. You know, but they probably kept secrets with this Knight energy here. You know, the night energies mean, sorry, action. This person is taking action towards you. Maybe they're stalking you. High Priestess again. They probably were a rebel. And look at this. The Cancer is here. They realize, the air energy realized the beauty in you. That you are Empress. They were the player. And a Gemini. It says it right here. You are a goddess. They're wounded and they're traveling towards you because you are their maiden. High Priestess in reverse. They feel like they did more harm to you and that they kept secrets from you and that they had a hidden agenda. So now they're taking action with the Knight, and they could be stalking you because they were a rebel until they met you. So again, that's just letting you know to vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. This Gemini does not know how to approach you because they realize you're a goddess. So while you work on yourself, they've lost you and they don't realize how to approach you. They don't understand. They don't know how to approach you. So that's for somebody. Let me clarify. Hold on. I'm sweating. My hair is sweating. I don't have a, I got like, what is it? No perm. And so I'm keeping it warm in here because my grandbaby is sick. And everybody is like falling apart. But I normally don't get hot. And I'm burning up hot right now. So let's clarify this here. Let's go here. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all of this away. I'll keep these cards, the archetype deck, right? Hold on. Ooh. Let me remove all of these. So, the Pisces in reverse, I'll keep all of these. And I'll remove all of these cards, right? Clear it up a little bit. Because we're going to clarify this here. So, 3 reads in one. Look at that. This is a good read, though. This is a good read. So, the beauty, Gemini, and the player. All right? This person isn't a player no more. This person has changed. Because they realized how many wounds they gave you. The maiden. They thought you were just only a maiden. But they realized that you're a goddess. Hold on. They realized you're a goddess. And you started to vibrate so high. You started to vibrate so high that they were in despair. So they changed up. They started stalking you to see where you are. I'll put that right there. They started stalking you to see who you are. They realized that they were the ones who were hustling daily. Right? Hold on. They realized that they were the one that were the rebel. So they're using their intuition about you, Cancer. I hope you guys can see that. They're using their intuition about you, Cancer. So they're stalking you for a change. Because they're in despair. They're desperate. They're desperate. And they love you now. Can you see that? Hold on. You guys bear with me. Purple hearts in the comments if you're still here with me. 58 minutes later. Sorry. 58 minutes later. I'm just talking. Lord Jesus. Was I recording in the middle of not knowing I was recording? I've been talking that long? Damn it. Okay, so let's clarify this air energy. Okay? Let's clarify the air energy. Let's clarify. Yeah, the air energy is starting off stable. This air energy is trying to start off stable with you. Ace of Pentacles, 1 year. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning with happiness and joy. That's what this Ace of Pentacles is doing. The first year, starting over. They're in their Page of Wands energy. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, so enjoy it. They're not looking back. They're wanting to They're realizing the wounds that they had. Beauty in the player Gemini energy. King of Pentacles energy. In reverse, though. The King of Pentacles in reverse is this air energy knows that they were stupid. They were dishonest with you. And they exaggerated about everything except what they wanted, what they needed to do. Goddess. Okay? Goddess. You, the goddess, realized that it was something shady going on. Air energy, right? So far we got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. But this air energy here, Seven of Swords, is you realize that it was something shady going on with this person. And you were mentally stuck. Eight of Swords energy. You know? You were mentally stuck. And you had to move forward. So the wounds that they gave you, they're now coming towards you because they're struggling. 8 years later. Come on now. Eight of Pentacles energy. Pentacles are equivalent to, Five of Pentacles energy. Pentacles are equivalent to years. You were struggling in this 5th year. They realized in this wound, you were struggling trying to stay and hold on. They're traveling towards you. The 5th year, they could have did something differently. You changed up in this 5th year. I don't know, the Maiden. Defensive. The Maiden was defensive. Nine of Wands energy. Recognizing her strength, the Maiden, but willing to lose it all. Defensive. Willing to fight and lose it all. Fight, like, get rid of it. King of Cups energy. The Maiden was a provider of emotional support and maturity. Very mature, no matter what the situation is. Page of Pentacles. Development of trust and manifestation. They manifested. That's why the Magician was in the last read. Remember, he was behind the guy mixing. He manifested the things that he wanted by scratching on the record. This person went by believing in themselves, but it took them years. Several tower moments. Playing Jenga. Do you remember that? Playing Jenga. They had to trust in themselves because they knew that this night, High Priestess in reverse, was doing more harm than helping. Despair. Right? There it is. But you felt like they were soulmates. Now they feel like that. So you were okay with that. You felt like they were soulmates. You knew your intuition, High Priestess in reverse, Pisces in reverse, harm, secrets, and hidden agendas when it came to this night. But you said, this is my soulmate. This is who I connect with. This is who I love. This is my friend. There's a different type of connection here with this Gemini player. Now seeing the beauty in you because you've always been a provider of prosperity and power, but now it's in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. You know, this is they only cared about the greed and the excessiveness of what the Pentacles could provide. Stalker. Let's do stalker and change. Stalker and change. Now they're stalking you. They're trying to find ways to change and to see what it is that they can do. Because now they're hustling daily. They're surviving. They're on that hamster wheel when before you were. Ooh. Does it come out that way, you guys? Look at that. Now, if I take these, which I am, the change is coming in you because now they're stalking you. The change had came in you. Anyway, they're stalking you because they're changing and they're in despair because they're like, how did Cancer make it this far? What did Cancer do? I was a rebel here. Look at that. I was a rebel. They were in their High Priestess bag, this Cancer, right? But they still were patient with me. There was needless drama, quarreling, right? They were still trying to be romantic. And now I am with the Lover's energy, right? Queen of Pentacles. This is your girl. What does JDS say? She can be toxic to herself. Now, you remember seeing that Queen of Pentacles. Let me pull these cards over because I put them to the side here. Remember seeing this Queen of... Was it in this deck? No, it wasn't this deck. That was the other read. Damn it. Hold on. Where is the Queen of Pentacles here? Let's see if I just threw it on here. Ugh. Eight of Swords. I'm trying to find the Queen of Pentacles. The World card was there. Where's the Queen of Pentacles? I thought the Queen of Pentacles was in here. All right, maybe I shuffled it. Here's the full. Okay, here it is. This is the read here. The Queen of Pentacles is right here. Look at this. Look at the difference. This was your energy of you trying to manifest different things. This is the Queen of Pentacles here. You're in your bag. Because you stop worrying about being toxic to yourself. A loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. You stop trying to do this no matter what. Because it was all quarrel and despair and, you know, all kind of heartbreak and them realizing this after the fact that they see you this way. So they stalking you. And they're trying to change. Because they realize that they're in despair and you winning. And they're surviving daily while you manifest all this stuff for yourself. And it was different. The tables turned. Does that make sense? The tables turned. So that's where this stalker is at. Change of this stalker. He's changed. So let's keep going. Hold on. Because I have these other cards here. So we have the King of Swords. Now, you have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the King of Swords. Remember, he came out before. When faced with a difficult situation, be impartial. Carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. You had to get to that point, a provider of logic and impartial judgment. When you were holding him down, you know, it was an overflowing emotions, Ace of Cups energy. Remember, before it was in reverse. Missed opportunities, block creativity, and emotional loss. Now is the opportunity, great love and joy for yourself. The Hermit is here. You had to retreat from distraction to determine your own truth on what it was that you actually had to do. Remember, vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. Manifestation was in these card decks as well, you know. But you had to do that for yourself, you know. A Queen of Cups energy is your energy. A provider, a supporter of compassion and intuitive feelings. Remember, you were very intuitive here, and it says it with the Pisces in reverse, but it also has the crone here, right? I'm hot, Lord Jesus. The Sun is here. Material growth. Material happiness. So remember, you have the Pentacles with, look at you. You have it now. The World came out as well. You have the Pentacles. They're surviving daily. They're hustling daily. The tables have turned. All you wanted was to build a foundation with this person. Moment of Glory Garden, Six of Wands. You know, there's victory, there's success, there's good news here. Because you have material happiness. Hierophant energy. Now, you know, you are looking at things in a different light. You know, with the Hierophant being here. You know, you're looking at, you know, the belief system. You're believing in yourself now. Before you didn't. Remember, it took you time. Several tower moments. The education is here. You've educated yourself. Never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. That is where you are. Quick communication gardens, the Eight of Wands energy. This is somebody traveling towards you. Who is traveling towards you? Because they're struggling now. They know they wounded you. And now they want to communicate with you. Right? They're struggling. But the consequences of their actions are at hand. So that does not mean that you will accept them back. You might listen to them. But you're looking at things a different way. When I wanted to be romantic, there was quarrel. You were this rebel. And now you're a lover. Now you want love. You want what I want now. Is that because you're surviving daily? But you know what? With you, it's not even about money. You manifest whatever it is. Now that you've learned this lesson, you're able to manifest whatever it is that you want. And while this Gemini was the player, and now they see the beauty in you. Look at this. This rebel, look at the bottom, sees the beauty in you. They know you use your intuition. They play games. They're a Gemini and you're a Cancer. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know what else I can pull after an hour and something. I mean, I got so much shit that I could pull. I guess I will, because that's just that. You guys, purple hearts if you made it to this part. And yeah, purple hearts if you made it to this part. This is from the Heal Yourself deck. Patience. You were patient. You were patient. Everything didn't happen overnight. 8, 9, 10 years. It took for you to get to this point. Let me read patience to you, and then we're going to go. And you've been patient if you made it here, purple hearts. Patience is card number 23. I know you're not 23 years old if you can understand all these years, or did you start early? If you did, I'm not here to judge you. You must develop patience in all areas of your life. Patience does not mean that you give up and do nothing. On the contrary, you need to be aware of several aspects of the circumstances that you are facing. Patience requires you to stop pushing, rushing, and creating potentially explosive situations. Instead, it asks you to see the bigger picture and become aware of the ingredients that might be missing. Remember that foundation with the holes in it, right? If you are impatient with a particular person, instead give them space. Crickets. Remember, that was in my last read, but you worked on yourself, right? Come on now. Avoid jumping to conclusions and making up dramatic stories about a person or a situation without being aware of all the details. So, were they really a player or a rebel or hurt? You got to ask yourself that. It says you have the opportunity to let go of judgment. Remember the consequences of the actions is what it was. It was a judgment. To let go of judgment. Always look for the truth of the situation, not what someone is saying or doing, but why. Remember the rebel attitude, the player attitude, because we're going through something, I bet you. It says patience can also be connected to the health condition you are recovering from, a new diet or exercise program you have embarked on, or a new course of study you may have begun. Action. Focus on one thing at a time. Say to yourself, I accept what is without judgment. I am willing to practice patience and presence. Breathe slowly and deeply while focusing on what is. Be aware of the air hitting your nostrils and lungs. Soften and relax. Be the explorer of the present moment. Discover what is magical, beautiful, and serene in this moment. If you are feeling unwell or stressed, just allow yourself to explore these feelings with the awareness that they will pass. Patience. You were patient and understanding. Now the ball is in your court. It's totally up to you what you want to do. That was the situation. There you have it. You're in the process of building your empire. Of the understanding with your intuition. 3 intuition cards came out. The Pisces in reverse, the Crone, the High Priestess was somewhere in one of these cards, I think. But you understanding your situation. Nobody is in control of it but you. Now make a decision. Love you guys. Purple hearts if you made it to the end. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you everyone who has left comments. I got so many views on my video from the day before yesterday. On all of them. I'm just like surprised with 7,000 views. Who am I? Who have I become? Like Wendy Williams say. Prayers to her too, but prayers to everybody who is on this growth journey, who is trying to figure out and love themselves and figure out where they are, what they're going, what they're going to do without letting someone control them and being able to set boundaries. That is the biggest journey that we can go through together. I'm listening, I'm reading. I might not respond, which I apologize, because in communications, we are supposed to apologize. We are supposed to communicate and respond. And I got a lot on my plate right now, but I'm going to do it. And I do it by name. I don't just do it and by hitting the heart button. I love you guys and I thank you. Trust in me and I'll trust in you, that we all will say our affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, bad health, heartbreak, and addictions. Addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation, or even drugs and alcohol. We are letting that go. The things that no longer serve us. We are having patience and we are seeing the beauty in every lesson that comes our way. And lessons are a form of heartbreak. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Good night.